out. They fired me, but did it in a roundabout punk snitch way. So I caught them on the streets and beat they behinds. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
She ran out of the bathroom and she's like, Tupac's in the Tupac's here, he's taking a bath. And you know, she came.
He kisses me and it's the most disgusting kiss between us both. I mean,
There were no airs between us either. We could be raw and authentic without the constraints of having to impress each other.
Of it is that I forgot the girl that came in and she played the house party, the black girl from House Party. I forgot.
Once again, it's just like, dude, doesn't work.
The truth has a funny way of lingering in the shadows, unspoken, half buried under memories, lost in the noise of time. But every now and then, someone cracks open the vault. And this time, it was Larenz Tate who did the honors. In a recent interview, the actor casually dropped a revelation that set the internet on fire. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was just real. The kind of real that forces you to stop scrolling, lean in, and rethink everything you thought you knew. Larenz, best known for his role in Menace to Society, made a comment, almost like a whisper, hinting that something very unexpected happened on that set. And it involved two of the most talked about names in hip-hop and Hollywood history, Jada Pinkett Smith and Tupac Shakur.
Pulled back, just like, and I pulled back and I was like, see, dummy, you know, and from there.
Well, I keep forgetting, she was in Baby Boy as Tyree's mom.
Not with deer headlights. I don't know. I'm just saying I wasn't in that bathroom, but.
I still got more than jump to the TV.
But this wasn't about a movie scene. It wasn't about a rehearsal. It was about what they might have filmed behind the scenes, something unspoken, intimate, and buried deep beneath years of denial and curated public image. Let's rewind the clock. The year is 1992. The streets of Los Angeles are tense, alive, on edge. And into that world stepped the cast and crew of Menace to Society, a raw, unfiltered look at life in South Central. Tupac had originally been cast in the role of Sharif, the reformed Muslim brother, but that casting didn't last. Not long into production, he clashed hard with the Hughes brothers, the film's directors. And when we say clashed, we're not talking creative differences over coffee. We're talking fists flying in the street. Tupac was ultimately fired for being too difficult, and he didn't take it lightly. In fact, he later showed up and physically assaulted one of the Hughes brothers, earning himself assault and battery charges, and even served time for it. So why does this matter? Because that was the reason Jada Pinkett Smith turned down a major role in another Hughes brothers film, Dead Presidents. And according to Larenz Tate, she didn't hesitate to tell him why.
She came, I hate when I wish somebody get a Wikipedia or something and look that up real fast, who that is.
I remember one time when Jada moved in with me, we were on Hughes in Culver City, and I remember coming home.
They were co-stars on the set of Girls Trip years later, just two seasoned actors reminiscing about the past. That's when she confessed she had wanted to do the movie, but her loyalty to Tupac wouldn't let her. She was close with him, very close. Too close to betray him by working with people who had, in her eyes, done him wrong. And that's when people started asking questions. Like, just how close were Jada and Tupac? Was this really about friendship? Or something else? Because if you look back, the signs were always there. Jada has always maintained that her bond with Tupac was purely platonic. But there's something about the way she says it, something in the pauses, the nervous laughter, the way she downplays their kiss as disgusting, like she's trying a little too hard to convince herself, not just the audience. And then, there's the kiss itself. Yeah, that happened. One quiet evening, on the back porch of her home, Jada and Tupac found themselves wondering why they weren't more into each other. They had chemistry, energy, soul connection, but no heat. Jada said, "We just didn't get it. So one night I was like, just kiss me, Pac." They tried, and according to her, it was awkward. They pulled back. They laughed. They agreed there was nothing there. But that's the clean version. That's the story that's been told for years. Yet, if we've learned anything about Jada Pinkett Smith, it's that her clean version doesn't always line up with the reality everyone else remembers. Enter Tasha K's explosive interview with Jada's former assistant. In a moment that seemed pulled straight from a soap opera, the assistant described walking into her home to find Jada rushing out of the bathroom, red-faced, flustered, and Tupac still inside taking a bath. Now you tell me, how many platonic soulmates take baths together? Sure, Jada was 19. She was grown. Tupac was just rising to fame with Digital Underground. But still, the assistant said it best. I wasn't in the bathroom, but I know what I saw. And just
name it.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. I mean, it's no problem.
Because I don't want to disrespect her because I think she's a brilliant actress.
She's grown now. You know, she's over 18. She's 19.
It was just like, and then there was one more time. He kissed me and it was just like, and I talk about that.
when you think the story couldn't get any more twisted, in comes a handwritten letter from Jada's own daughter, Willow Smith. She was just a child when she wrote it, but the words she penned to Tupac posthumously sent chills down the internet spine. Dear Tupac, I know you are alive somewhere. I think that my mommy really misses you. Can you please come back? So mommy and me can be happy. Wait, what? Why would a child wish for a dead man's return so she and her mom could be happy? Especially when Jada was married to Will Smith at the time. The implications were unsettling. But there's more. Tupac once wrote a poem for Jada titled Jada. It was included in his posthumous poetry collection The Rose That Grew from Concrete. In it, he described her as the omega of my heart, the foundation of my conception of love, and someone who brought him to emotional climax without sex. Poetic. Yes. Innocent. That's a stretch. And Jada, she didn't exactly shy away from the intimacy of it all. She's called Tupac her soulmate more than once. She's even revealed that he proposed to her while he was in prison. Yes, marriage. Not for love, necessarily, but for solidarity, for companionship, for doing time together. Yet despite all this, she maintains they never slept together. Never crossed that line. And here's where it gets interesting. Larenz Tate, years after filming with Jada, says he always suspected something else happened between them. Something that wasn't part of any script. Something that maybe got caught on tape. Not a movie scene. Not a rehearsal. But a moment behind closed doors. A secret moment. A tape that might have been made during the filming of Menace to Society. And if that tape exists, then Jada's entire narrative begins to unravel. But there are doubters. People like Tyrone Turner, the lead actor in Menace to Society, claim that Jada got her role the old-fashioned way, by auditioning. He says she matched his energy during the reading, and that's why she got cast. According to him, Tupac had nothing to do with it. But still, it's hard to ignore the weight of all the whispers, the stories, the glances, the letters, the poetry, the proposal, and the bathroom incident. And at the end of the day, maybe it's not about what happened between Jada and Tupac. Maybe it's about why she keeps denying it. Because when you look at the whole picture, it's not just about a kiss, or a role, or a fight on set. It's about the narrative Jada has built over decades. One that portrays her as loyal, loving, misunderstood. One that paints Tupac as a tortured soul, forever just out of reach. But if there was a tape, and if Larenz Tate's suspicions are true, then that narrative was never complete. It was curated, sculpted, and maybe, just maybe, the truth is a little messier than she wants it to be. So now we turn it to you. Do you believe that Jada and Tupac filmed something behind the scenes? Was their relationship really just friendship, or something more complex, more physical, more undeniable? Larenz cracked open the vault. And now that the door is ajar, the truth might finally come spilling out. Let us know what you believe in the comments. And if you think that was wild, wait till you hear what came next.